Carrie Ann with Dress Haute TV, and we are coming from, some people are coming from work, some people are coming from their homes, and some people are in their cars. So we have a special guest here today with us. We have Amanda Deshong, who is a medium, and we want to welcome her today. Hi.
Hello.
So Amanda, tell us a little bit about yourself and what do you do? And we have 4 contestants here, I guess you should say, that are going to, use your services. And let's see what, tell everybody about what you do and so forth.
Absolutely. Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I actually started working, or I want to say working with spirit when I was very young, but I really didn't know what I was doing. I grew up very religious, so I didn't know all the details of what I was actually doing. But I certainly got spirit messages even when I was very, very young, 4, 5, 6 years old. I would see things. I would see angelic beings. I would see other people passing into spirit, but it was very calming. It was always a very, very good, calm environment that spirit had me in. So I was never afraid. A lot of people are really afraid of being around spirit and understanding that and knowing that they're always with us. And I gained a phrase a long time ago called Hollywoodism. And I really feel that, Hollywood gives us a lot of movies.
Wait, excuse me. I think we all need to mute our microphones because I can't hear too good.
Okay, let's mute. Everybody, can we mute our microphones and show?
I don't know how to do that.
Okay, well, you're okay. Well, let's.
Oh, I see it.
Hey, Dave, can you mute everybody? There we go. I'll have Dave mute everybody, and then whenever she's going to start talking to you, then we'll unmute you. How about that? So everybody can hear. That'd be better. So Amanda, we're going to start over again. So this is Dress Haute TV. We have Amanda Deshong, who is a medium, and she's our special guest today. So Amanda, let's talk about who you are, what you do, and how did you come to your craft?
Absolutely. So I started things when I was very young. I was seeing a lot of spirit beings, and things were coming to me about other people around me, family members, friends. When I was 5, 6 years old, even through high school and college, things were coming to me about people that I was around. I was giving readings, I was giving messages, but I honestly didn't know what that really was. Because of the religion I grew up in, we weren't really allowed talking about psychics or mediums. So I didn't know per se what I was doing at that time. But then as my life went, as an engineer, I became more and more attuned to having spirit around me. And I finally realized one day what was really occurring with me, and via other mediums and things that were happening, I could understand that spirit was working with me. So I started doing my work professionally. Over 15 years ago, I started working with clients and people all over the country and even internationally. I certainly bring spirit in so that we can show that continuity of life. When I say that, I always ask spirit to show in some way, without a doubt, who would be here with you, so that you can understand that person. Now, it can be someone, in your past as far back as several generations, but you would absolutely know of that person. You would understand enough to ask family members, or you would have known from conversations who that person is. And they also come in as friends, coworkers, people that you've brushed by in life. So to tell you that, I'll give you a quick story. There was a woman that came to see me, and it was about January or February one year, and she came in, and this smaller Italian woman came in to visit with her in her spirit reading. She was only about 4'8", 4'9", very small, and she was thanking this woman for helping her with her family's last Christmas. And the woman said, I'm not Italian. I don't recognize this person. And then she showed me a grocery store, and she's pointing up at a top shelf. And she wanted some oysters because she made oyster stew as part of her Christmas holiday every year with her family. And so she reached up and actually got those oysters off of that top shelf for this woman, this little Italian woman. And that was her way of coming in just briefly to say thank you. She was waving at her and letting her know what a difference she made in her life. So we need to understand that people that we just pass by in life, even if it's for a moment, if it's a smile, we never know how we're going to touch them. But a lot of times they're around us to assist us in our life. It doesn't have to be around. The spirits that are around us don't have to be people that were around us continuously in life, or that were even here in the physical while we were here. Sometimes we have family members that are generations back. I've had people come in that literally show me that they've come across into New York, and they have the paperwork, and that they signed the book and came to our country, and that people have come through as pilgrims and literally came in to the harbors in New England, and they show the documentation, and the family finds that documentation. I've also worked with spirit to find people that have been prisoners of war in different locations. Also people that have Polish and Austrian and different people that have that heritage, and found different places that they were throughout their country and encamped, and how that all worked through their family. So spirit is around us always. They're around us 24/7, 365. And they really want to be able to help us in our life, in our careers, and giving us guidance. They certainly want us to know that they're here to give us that help. So I have 2 office locations besides traveling throughout the country. I also have my office in Steubenville, Ohio, and I have an office in Triadelphia, West Virginia. So I do Zoom readings like we're on right now. And I also do in-phone if people don't want to do that face-to-face. And I know someone was saying earlier about not wanting to get on the video. So I understand that. Some people would just rather do that regular phone. Or we can do in person, certainly at any of those locations. And I also have a store now called Amanda's Gifts and More. And my mediumship page, Amanda Deshong Medium, is on Facebook. Amanda's Gifts and More is on Facebook. So I certainly would be delighted to talk with anybody, set up a reading, or talk to you about some spiritual gifts that you may need. That's throughout the store. We have a lot of candles, journaling, incense, crystals, wall hangings, prayer flags, you name it, that you won't find in, per se, the regular gift shops, but you certainly will find there at Amanda's Gifts and More. I'm really about opening people's spiritual views up so that they become knowing that we are spiritual beings just having a physical moment. This is a blink in the time of eternity, and this lifetime is certainly here for us to grow, to learn. Everything is an experience. Everything is a lesson. I do not believe that there is any failure if we learn from everything that we're given, and Spirit will certainly help us with all of that and give us a lot of those lessons. So I'd like to ask, is there any questions about me as being a medium? Is there anyone out there that has always wanted to ask a medium questions? And I've certainly studied with other mediums and people that are here in the U.S. as well as in the U.K. and Australia and New Zealand. So if you have any questions, I would love to be able to answer anything that you want to ask about mediumship, how it works, any questions that you have.
Does anybody have any questions, or we're just going to we'll go through like each person and, see what you have about, see what mediums, what, spirits are around them. You want to start with maybe Diana and see, Amanda?
Okay, so I don't see Diana on the screen, so let me shove my screen down. And she is actually in the red tank top. Is that?
Yes,
No.
That's Diana.
Okay,
Yes,
that's what I thought. It's not actually reading on my screen. So most of the time the names come up, but it's not. So I apologize for that. Because most of the time it gives me the full name of the person. But I don't see that with Diana. So can you hear me, Diana? Is there a way that they can unmute?
I can hear you. There.
Okay,
Yep.
wonderful, wonderful. I can see you. That's great. So first of all, the first energy that I'm feeling around you lets me feel that there's energy coming in on mom's side. Your mom's side of your body to me is your right side. That's how I work with spirit. So it's mom's side, the left side is dad's side. And I feel this energy coming in about your shoulder height. This says to me that it's a grandmom that's there on mom's side, but it also takes me lower. So mom and your grandmom is there in spirit. Is that correct?
Maybe my grandma.
Okay, so when I feel this energy, that's the first energy I felt, but they brought me lower. So I would say that this grandmother is saying to you that she's with you and your mom, because mom's still here with you, but I feel that energy coming in from her. Now, when she comes into me and lets me feel that energy around her, she's making me feel... First of all, she's given you this hug, but I feel like she may not have been the most huggy grandmom out there or the most cuddly type grandmom. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. So it feels like what she's sending me is that she's wanting you to know she's a bit different now there in spirit, that she can look back at this physical life and she's seeing things now versus what she was here. So first thing she's saying is that she's very proud of you and family, and she puts a 3 around you. You have 3 children. Is that correct?
No.
Okay. I feel, okay. So, I have to say with that energy that she's coming through, I'll ask something personal, and you can answer or not, but I feel like there may have been a miscarriage there or a loss of child, because she keeps me at 3, not the 2. Does that make sense for you?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So when she's given me that 3, she wants you to understand she's around all of them. So even though that one is there in that spirit side with her, she wants you to know that she knows you have 3 child energies around you, physical and spirit. So when she's showing me that energy, she's very proud of everything that you have now, your children, grandchildren, all that energy that is around you. I feel someone around you that would ride either 4-wheelers or motorcycles. Does that make sense? Because I feel like open air blowing on them. Does that make sense?
Grandma's ridden before, and I have an uncle who's ridden.
Okay. So that could be her enjoying that then. Okay. But I certainly feel that, that energy, like, she's also saying that being outside and feeling that, that breeze and that energy is very important around you. So when I feel that energy, it's very important for you to be, outside in the air, in nature. So that seems to me to be very important in your energy that she's bringing in. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. She's also showing me flip-flops, and I see sandy beach, and I feel like palm trees versus regular trees kind of blowing. So I feel like somehow there's a warmer climate around your energy, or that you're soon to visit around that energy. Does that make sense?
Yes. I had 3 vacations canceled at the beach.
Okay. Oh, God.
All three of them.
Okay, so let me say that was there, but she's making me feel like it's around your energy again. So even though those were canceled, somehow I feel like that energy is coming back to you. So it's coming back around you, and I feel relatively soon. So I don't feel like she's not saying that it's like next year. She's making me feel like it's really very soon. So I would say within the next couple months, I feel your energy. She's making my feet feel like I'm tickling my feet in the sand, and I feel that heat. So I feel like she's saying that in the summer here, not too long, you'll be in that environment. Okay, so I don't know if you've planned it yet again, but you'll see it come onto your plate. You'll see it come into your environment within the next, I want to say within this May, June, beginning of July, you'll see it planned. And then I feel that energy definitely around you in what I would say would be summer. So that July, August, beginning of September to me is always that hot summery time. I feel your energy in that environment. So I feel like it may not be as long, like the trip may not be as long as you had planned, or several of them like you had planned, but I definitely feel your energy is kind of recharged when you go there. And I feel like that's always the case. So I know you've been there before. It's kind of a place that you recharge and you love to be there. And I definitely feel family energy around you. So I don't feel like you go by yourself or with friends. I feel family there. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so know that she's there, she's around your energy, and she wants you to know she's a bit different than before. She's very open to helping. So I feel like that wouldn't have been the case here, but she just says, remember, she's at a place where she can really open things up around you. So she wants to have opportunities come up around you just by your thought. So when you think of things, just send a little thought out there into the universe, ask for spirit's help, and you'll get other people there helping it as well as that grandmother. So I certainly feel that energy there. Do you recognize someone in spirit by the name of Alice?
No.
Okay, that might be coming with someone else that is here. So I certainly feel that energy there. So I want to be able to leave you with the sense of knowing that she's there around you. I also feel people coming in now on Dad's side. And when I feel this energy, it certainly feels to me like they're standing very close. They want to support, and I feel the energy more at your elbow. So I have to ask, Dad is in spirit?
Correct.
Okay. And when he's saying this, he is supporting you. He's very proud, he's saying, of his little girl. So he's very proud of you and wants you to know that he's helping in every way that he can. He seems to give me the hardworking feeling when he was here. So he didn't get enough time, he's saying. But I feel like two ways, like he didn't get enough time to spend with family. He didn't get enough time here. So I don't know if that means he passed early, but he didn't get enough time, he's saying. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So blessings. I certainly send you blessings and ask all that energy to let you know they're there. So watch through the day, the night, the next couple weeks, and watch how things unfold in front of you, and let you understand that spirit energy is certainly around you and your family, and they will let it be known in some way. You'll see things. I always tell people, when you see things that are strange, always just transfer that into your mind to say, wait a minute, this is spirit. They're trying to say something to me. What is it I need to pay attention to? All right?
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Oops, sorry.
Here.
Let's go to Susan.
Hello.
Hello?
I'm here.
Can't see
Hello.
you.
I can't see you, Susan. It must
Do I have to mute?
No,
Do I have
you're
to
good.
mute?
We just can't see you.
Yeah, your video must have got popped off.
How do I put it back on? Start video? No?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Start video.
Start video.
There you go.
Wonderful. Okay, there you go. All right. I just like to be able to see you when we're talking on video. So
I understand.
okay. So the energy that I feel around you, someone's coming in that is adjusting my glasses. Usually when they're saying that to me, they would have wore glasses. So when I feel that energy coming in there, I'm trying to get a feeling for their energy. And I feel someone coming in that's also thinning my hair on the top. So as they're thinning my hair, I feel like there's still hair around my sides, but they're thinning my hair on the top. And I feel like this person is coming in, male energy, and they would have been in the military because they're putting a large flag behind them. And I feel like that is coming in as they would have served in the military. So male energy would have served in the military, would have wore glasses. Do you understand that so far?
Yes.
Okay. So when I feel this person coming in for you, they're very, very watchful. They're making me set up straight. That's the military thing. I feel like I need to salute. I feel their energy wanting to be around you and very, I don't want to say anything's happening around you. It's more like they're watchful. They're a presence that's very protective and caring and around you in a way that they would have been here as well. So this person seemed to always want to be protective, watching over you when they were here. And I feel like I'm going to a younger energy. Does this make sense with you?
A younger energy.
Let me say, now that it's separating. So let me say first, so when I feel this energy, I feel like the older person gives me the flag and that military presence and the glasses. Now they're stretching me out and I'm feeling someone younger. So I feel a younger presence there around you as well.
Yes.
And when I feel this younger presence, they're giving you a big hug. So when I feel this big hug there around you, I feel like they're saying they miss you so much that they're constantly trying to give you hugs and they're trying to let you understand that you're there with them in their heart as much as they're in your heart. And it was too fast. Things happened too fast. There wasn't any goodbyes. In a sense, they're waving to you. And that always says to me from spirit that they didn't get to say goodbye to you, but they know now that they're in spirit, there really isn't any goodbyes because they can still be there around your energy. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. And I feel like they're transporting me back to this past Sunday and then back to now and back to Sunday. And so it has something to do with them representing that it was Mother's Day. And them coming in and giving you another hug and saying something about that Mother's Day feeling of energy around them with you. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And so I feel like they're saying around all these holidays, please, they would have always made sure they contacted you, been around you, sent you things. So be aware of things happening around these holidays. Any holidays, I feel like they're trying to always send you messages all the time, but they're definitely trying to let you understand that there's messages coming to me. And they're showing me July, and they're showing me fireworks. This usually represents a celebration. There would have either been a big family celebration or like a birthday. I see like a cake with sparklers. So somebody's birthday is in July. Does that make sense with you?
No.
Okay, so did one of these individuals that are here with you, did one of them pass in July?
Late June.
Okay, that makes sense that they would show me that. So what they're showing me is they still count that as a celebration, as a birthday. So we have a birthday in the physical, but they also show me birthdays as going back into spirit as well. So certainly around those times, we think of loss, but we also need to realize that we're gaining their energy there in that spirit side. So it's a wonderful celebration. So when we get to people that, we know their birthdays, but when we also get to those times they've passed, let's celebrate that as well, because that gives them the knowing that without a doubt they're sharing this lifetime with you. They're still walking this physical path with you.
Okay.
And I feel like you would have definitely read to this person when they were the young person that's here with you. They're showing me younger times, and they're showing me a couch, and they have their head up against you, and you're reading to them. So I feel like they would have enjoyed times of in their younger times sharing with you by just being there and sitting with you. And they're saying you help so much throughout their life that they want you to know that they're passing. They certainly want you to know that their energy's there with you, that there's so much love coming through from them. I feel that. I feel little ones connected around you. So I feel grandchildren energy around you. I feel both of these energies that's there in spirit, they're coming around you and they're sharing with those children. So I feel like it's very important for your energy to be around those grandchildren, and then so that those grandchildren also feel that energy that's in spirit around them. So when those grandchildren and great-grandchildren that are coming, so I don't feel you have any great-grandchildren currently, but I do feel them coming. Does that make sense?
It does.
Okay.
Better not be too soon.
Okay. But when I feel that energy coming, I feel them saying that there'll be connections. They're going to be spirit connections. So you're going to work with your grandchildren and great-grandchildren to understand that there is spirit energy around them, that it's okay to feel them and see them and acknowledge that they're able to understand them. So in other words, not trying to hide them, not trying to put that away as kind of an imaginary friend. Make sure you let those children around you understand that they're there to help. They want to be there. They're not frightening. They don't need to be afraid of them. They're very friendly, gentle, loving, peaceful energy. And certainly they want you to know that they're going to be around those grandchildren and great-grandchildren to help with that.
Good. Thank you.
I know someone mentioned a marriage here a little while ago, so I don't know who that was on there, but I feel like there's some kind of wedding situation happening around you very soon. And I feel the wedding band. So is it an anniversary or a wedding that's coming up soon? And I would say by, they keep showing me the month of August, and I thought they meant by, like between now and August, but I say August. Does that make sense?
No, I don't know of any wedding.
Okay. Is there an anniversary that you understand, a wedding anniversary?
Birthdays. But
Okay.
not an anniversary in August, no.
Okay, so I would take that to still be a celebration, but they're making my ring finger feel that ring. So I want to say that there may be some announcement, or there may be some understanding of why that's coming through from spirit. Some anniversary, or someone comes to you with a message, or you're invited to a celebration that could also bring an understanding of those spirit energies being around you.
Okay.
So just be aware of that August time frame. Okay. Someone from your childhood coming in that's referring to themselves as buddy. So I feel like there's a friend there that's wanting to call you, that's wanting you to understand they would have been called buddy. Does that make sense, Susan?
It would have been called buddy. I call a lot of people buddy.
Okay. Well, I feel like just think of that let it pop in and out of your mind the next couple weeks. And I feel like directly behind that thought, the person's face will come in. So
Okay.
I feel like there was literally, someone that was kind of the nickname of this person, but seems that everybody called him that. So it feels to me like he's going back into, I feel, junior high, high school, even into your 20s. You still would have somehow been connected to this person.
Okay.
Now they're in spirit. So certainly know that a lot of fun. This person had a lot of fun. So he's trying to put all that energy around you. So remember, it's very important to incorporate all that fun energy. So with the grandkids, the great grandkids, yourself, your friends, remember, it's really so easy to have fun, smile. You can, pick up your phone and look at yourself in the mirror. You can talk with someone, smile, feel that energy, and just know that life is going to bring you lots of fun, lots of energy around these younger people, and feel that energy from your childhood. So they're saying go inside, feel that childlike energy, and know that they're bringing that around you so that you can share that with all these little ones that are around you.
Wonderful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so very much.
With you. Have an awesome weekend.
Okay. Thank you. You too.
You're welcome.
Okay, well, let's go to Marsha.
Hi, Marsha. She's still muted.
Get her unmuted.
Okay.
There you go.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
You're good.
You're unmuted now. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. So the first energy that I feel coming around you, Marsha, I feel several energies kind of swirling around you. And when they're coming close, I feel like they're bringing a calmness, a gentleness. Like there's been so many things swirling around you energy-wise and things happening in your life that they're saying it's time for this peacefulness. It's time for this calmness. So when I feel this energy around you, I feel friends. I feel family on mom's side, dad's side. They're really coming through, and I want them to identify themselves as we keep going. But they feel that the most important part right now is to bring this calm energy around you. I feel like someone there in your family was in the nursing field. Does that make sense to you? Somebody is showing me medical. So I feel that energy. What was that?
Myself.
Oh, okay. Okay, so maybe they brought me that medical to understand that you're in the medical field. Okay, so all this energy they're bringing in is a peacefulness. So they want you to remember that sometimes when you just close your eyes for just a moment, whether it's day, evening, morning, while you're at work, close your eyes just for a moment, you're going to feel that peacefulness, that energy there around you. And there's been so many people around your energy there. I feel like there's been people.
Wait, you went away.
Me?
Can't hear.
I can't hear either.
Yeah, we didn't hear you, Amanda. We lost you.
I can't hear her.
My mic is on.
Oh, she's back.
You're good now.
Okay.
You're good now.
All right.
Good now.
So what I feel, Marsha, when I feel your energy there, I feel like there's been people that passed long ago around you, but I also feel people that have passed very recent around your energy. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So when they're giving me that feeling of recent, I literally feel like within this time of this year. So I feel like this year there's been people that have passed, and they're saying
6 months ago.
What was that?
6 months.
Okay. So within this past year, I certainly feel that energy there around you. And it feels like there's been They want you to know that they're there, because I feel they're trying to hold your heart in their hands. And they're saying there's 2 reasons they're saying heart. They're holding your heart, and they want you to know that they're in your heart, but you also have something heart-shaped from them. You have something that represents heart from them. Does that make sense to you?
No, I can't think. Maybe.
Okay.
Probably.
Well, just realize that I would say heart-shaped is what they're bringing. So let me say that. If you don't know that right now, keep an eye out for everything coming to you that's going to be heart-shaped. You'll see it in plants, in stones, on people's vehicles. You'll see signs on people's shirts, everywhere. You're going to see all these hearts, because they want you to know that they are so close to you. They're so close in their energy to being right there with you. And they feel like that they miss doing all those fun things with you. And they know that you miss that as well. And just kind of sharing time with each other and laughing. You used to laugh hysterically. The way they're bringing that into me is, so when somebody makes you laugh, realize you can laugh because they're there in spirit laughing with you. They would be laughing right there beside you.
All right. Physical,
and they're doing it there in spirit. So know that they want you to still have that laughter, because that's truly you. You're a fun-loving, funny person, and you're always making people laugh. So you have to realize that that laughter is in you. It's around you. It's with them as well. So don't be afraid to let all that energy come out and know that they're there. It doesn't show that you don't miss them, that you're not grieving them, because we know that you still are, and they know that. But it certainly lets them understand that you know they're around you when you have those laughter and those fun emotions. Okay?
Okay.
They're certainly trying to help with other family members as well around you. So know that they're really bringing in a lot of love for you, for family, for other people that are around you here in the physical. So know that you can certainly know that they love flowers. I don't know.
Yes.
They're just bringing in all kinds of colors and flowers, and they're showing me dirt like they're planting. So I don't know.
Oh my God! I was just weeding the flower garden today.
So know that they're right there with you. They're right there watching over. So they know when they're, they're kneeling right there with you, and they're watching the flowers grow, and they're watching the colors. So I feel like when you were out there weeding, they're watching over, and they're going to help those flowers grow. They're going to help them really just be spectacular, because your love is there, their love is there, and they want you to know without a doubt that. And I feel like they're coming in now. They're giving me a house environment, and there's some noises. So I feel like at night when it's quiet, you seem to be sitting in your favorite spot.
Hey, Laura, hold on.
That's funny. That is funny.
There's noises there. So please, all of you know, there's noises, and Spirit's making it well known that they're there with you. They want you to know. And sometimes it'll be quite a racket. They're saying it's going to be quite a racket. So it's not like you'll hear a little creak and think, oh, well, that's, the house.
She knocks.
She knocks.
Yeah. So know that it's beautiful energy when I feel that around all of you. So somehow they're connecting with both of you. So I feel this energy connecting with both. Does that make sense? So yeah. I feel Marsha, but I also feel
Laura.
I feel Laura as well. So somehow this energy is coming in around both of you. And then I feel lots more energy around both of you. So I don't know how this family or friends or this connection, but I definitely feel lots of energy in spirit that would be connected to both of you, just not this person. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. There's a little one around you that is just learning to ride a tricycle or a bicycle with training wheels. I see little wheels and they're just pedaling along. I don't know which one that's going with. Marsha, is that you, or Laura, is that you?
It's me.
That's Laura.
Okay.
Laura and I are best friends.
Okay, so I feel like
her granddaughter just walked by.
Okay. I feel like spirit energy is connecting, like wanting both of you to know that they're connecting both of you. They're around both of your families. They're feeling this energy. They're having wonderful fun with the children. And I just see this little one just pedaling her heart out. So it feels to me like when she's not one of them ones that goes slow. She's going to be pretty fast on anything you give her.
Yeah, she does.
Okay,
She's a little demon daredevil.
And I was getting ready to say, they're saying that she's always going to want to go that step further. So I feel like the tricycle, then it'll end up being the bike and it'll go faster. And then she'll want something a bit faster. So by the time she gets to that car age, you might have to make sure that you give her some really good guidelines, good training, because I feel like she's always quite fast. She wants to be moving fast. But she is a thinker. She is a thinker. So I say that with Spirit shows me her stopping and like thinking about what she sees or things that she hears or people she sees, things, the energy around people. She is going to be someone that's very observant. And you'll think that, does that make sense?
The spirit person was definitely a thinker.
Okay.
It's actually my daughter.
Oh, okay. So that's why she's connecting. Okay. So when I feel that energy, know that she's connected around little ones too. So she would have known Laura. Is that correct?
Oh my God, Laura practically raised her. Yes.
Okay. So that's what I feel when I feel the two of you together, and I feel that energy and spirit. She certainly is letting you both know she's very strong around you, and she wants you to know that she's watching over all these little ones that are around your energy.
Okay.
She's shown me bookwork, books that are open. So, Marsha, are you in school? Are you taking classes? Are you learning something?
This is funny. She passed at college, and we just got her diploma this week. They graduated her magna cum laude. And we just got her diploma from the university.
But your book, you work with Franklin. She's probably with you when you're doing Franklin.
The workbook. Oh, my workbook's with Franklin. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but she was a college student. So that could be a lot where the books are. And then I also do teleconferencing with some children.
Okay. Well, she kept saying she's around you and all the children, so that makes sense. Okay. So know that she loves that energy of little ones. She loves to be around them and feel that energy. And I certainly feel like when she's coming through that, she wants you to know she's watching over you, and that she certainly didn't expect things to happen as they did. That fast.
It was extremely quick.
She's had so much life planned in front of her, she's saying, that some of those plans, you're going to run into people that will still let you understand those plans are still going to be around you, in the sense of her energy is going to be there. You're going to feel other people that would somehow associate with her, and you understanding that she's there. She was a helper. She helped people all the time, in school, in life. She would just grab a coffee and sit and talk with someone, even strangers. Sometimes people she didn't even know, she would try to help them. She felt something in her heart, like she felt her heart saying, stop for a minute, help these people, talk with this person. And she would do it. So I feel like she's still doing that from spirit. So when you need her there, you just close your eyes, know that she's right there, and she's still helping people from spirit. She loves you, and know that she is very, very close to you. And she loved having your energy as she grew up, that she really admired you. She looked up to you and really wanted to have her energy sharing with people like you do. So I know that you were a role model to her, and I feel she often let you know that, and she's still going to let you know that from spirit. So know that her love is surrounding you, Marsha, and she'll be there, certainly for eternity. And, the wonderful thing is we can feel their energy. We know their energy is here with us in this physical world, but you'll also get to know her and understand that her energy is right there when it's your time to be in that spirit side too. So you got lots more life to live and lots of people to experience, and knowing that she's here with you, but she's saying she'll never leave your side. All right. Can I leave that with you? All right. She's got lots of love around you, and keep an eye for those hearts. Keep watching for those heart shapes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay, we have Laura is our last one that we have on the call.
Okay. All right, Laura. Well, I feel her energy coming back in with you. She's giving you a big hug when I feel that energy, and she's watching over little ones. And she shows me that tricycle again. So just watch over the granddaughter. She's moving pretty quick. And I feel like she's very curious, very curious. So that little one's always going to be asking questions, trying to figure things out. There's always going to be lots of things that you hear from her. This little granddaughter that's around you that might shock you. Like you wonder where did she come up with that question? How would a little one her size come up with something like that? So I feel like her energy is connecting with other people besides the physical. So she's connecting with that spirit side and trying to learn things about spirit as well as physical. Okay. Okay. So when I feel the energy around you, I keep smelling someone there in spirit that would have liked to cook out. They keep showing me like steaks and burgers. And so it's someone, I feel someone that would have loved to have picnics, those type of environments, being outdoors. Do you understand that so far?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm bringing this person in, and they're saying, get out there. It's time. So I don't know if you haven't cooked out yet, or it's, you're not doing enough. I'm not sure what you're saying, but, and this person would have enjoyed a cold one. They're saying, and enjoy.
Oh, yeah.
So they're, I feel like they're popping open a bottle, and they would have enjoyed a cold one with everyone. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. But certainly they love the cooking out. So I would say that, and I feel like they're doing the cooking. So they would have often either had people at their house, or even if they were at other people's houses, they would have had someone who'd like to help them join in with the cooking.
He never really did much cooking, but he liked to eat.
Okay. So it's the picnics and the cooking that he liked. Okay. Okay. I feel like he's trying to put a ball cap on my head. So do you understand that around his energy? Would he wear a ball cap?
Yes.
Okay. And then he's saying still have. So do you still have one of his ball caps?
Yes.
Okay. So every time I feel like anytime you really need his help just as you're, running around, you're driving or you're out there, work, wherever you're at, you're going to start to see people with ball caps. When you start to need assistance, just think of him and he'll come through and let you understand that connection.
My son has his hat.
Okay. So when you see other people wearing hats, you're going to automatically connect that energy and think, okay, he's around me. What's he telling me, or what do I need to feel there? I also feel a dog coming in. So, a pet coming in from spirit, a dog that you would have had. Do you understand that?
No, we didn't have a pet.
Okay, there's a dog coming across towards you. So, it's coming from your side across. So the person that's in the vehicle with you, did that person have a dog in their life, in their childhood, coming through here?
Oh my God, the person in the vehicle with me? Yes.
Yes. Okay. So that dog is coming across.
Your dog's coming across. She said, does the person in the vehicle have a dog that's coming? Did he have a dog? Yes,
Okay.
He had a dog.
Okay, so the dog's coming through and wanting you to understand the energy is right there.
Your dog is coming through.
So
that is so funny.
It's not a little tiny dog. Okay.
No, he was a big dog.
Exactly, he said he's big. So, but he thought he was a lap dog.
But he thought he was a lap dog, she said.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, so it feels to me like even though he was huge, here he is. He's thinking he could just sit on everybody's lap. And he's enjoying
I thought he could sit on everybody's.
He's enjoying the time around both of you. So when I feel that energy he feels like he's running around outside. He feels like he's inside. And I see like a fire pit in a backyard or a camping area. I see a fire pit, and I feel like he loves running around when people are there, and there's this fire pit people are enjoying sharing with each other. So is there a fire pit in your backyard?
He used to take him hunting.
Okay.
No, your backyard now, Laura.
Oh, no. It's not now. She's talking about Emery's dog, Magnum.
Oh.
Yeah, but
He had him for 15 years.
so he's been gone for 15 years, but your home right now, he's still in as a spirit being, as a spirit dog. So he's still.
Oh, yeah, we have a fire pit. Oh, he's still around us now. He's in our yard at the fire pit.
Exactly.
Oh, that's funny.
Yes, he's still around. He's still around you right now. So he wants you to know that even though they're,
That's funny.
so just trust him to make himself known. So sometime in the house, I feel like when it's quiet, there'll be noise. There'll be like dog tags shaking. So you'll hear like the dog tags banging against each other, or you're going to hear him. And I feel like your house also has like tile flooring, wood flooring, laminate, something. I feel the sound of his claws, his feet, his little claws coming across the floor. So pay attention to that. He's all about letting both of you know he's there. There's other spirit energy around him as well, but they want you to know that they're there to kind of make you think for a moment, that they're always there. So how can you ask them for things and receive that energy? They're there to help us. That's what they really want to do. Don't think just because he was a four-legged and a dog that his energy is any different than ours when we get there, because energy is energy. So that he can help just as much as somebody that was here that was two-legged. Does that make sense?
That's funny, yeah.
Okay. So when I feel this energy there around you, I feel lots of other energy around you coming in as well. So when I feel your dad's side, I feel dad's energy. Is he there in spirit side? Dad?
No.
Okay, because I felt his energy, but I couldn't tell whether he was here or there. So he's here but I feel family members there around Dad. So I certainly feel these grandparents, when I feel this energy there, I feel like you would have shared time around them when you were growing up, because they're showing me a set of stairs. That always says to me that there would have been levels, years that you would have shared around them. Does that make sense?
I didn't really spend a lot of time with them, so I was very detached from that side of the family.
Okay, so I would say that. Okay, so even though you were detached from that side of the family, when I feel that energy coming in, I still feel like there's an attachment there. So even though there might have been limited time while you were in physical, there's definitely that spirit energy there when I feel them around you now. Were they Catholic in faith?
Yes.
Okay, so, and I ask that because I feel them with a rosary. I feel them kind of praying with that rosary. And I feel that energy saying that they're around you with those prayers, with that caring and that loving energy that they didn't get to share with you here in the physical, but they're around you with that energy now. So certainly know that they're there to help in any way they can with questions or things that are happening in your life as well. Okay. Are you going on vacation soon?
I'm driving right now to my son's.
That's what I thought. You were leaving your area.
I'm driving to Colorado.
Okay. I feel wonderful about that. I feel very like Spirit's in the car with you. They're excited that that you're driving along and they can be there with you, and that they're going to.
Oh my God, Laura, that's crazy.
So know that they're very, very happy to see that energy happening and that you're getting to share with family. So I feel like this is the vacation that you were talking about, like you're on that driving. So
yeah, I'm going to see my son.
So know that spirit is around you. All these spirits, I feel like the car is packed. The dog's there. All these other spirits are there with you. They're really surrounding you with love and light, so that this trip is wonderful, safe, and you get to see your son. And I feel that energy of sharing and the fun that you have while you're there. It's really what your heart needs right now. You're saying you need to have that family around you. So certainly know that you can communicate with that spirit, those spirit energies around you, and let them know. It's really important for us to thank them too, because when we have friends here in spirit, so like Marsha, if Marsha did something for you, certainly you're going to thank her. So thank them there in spirit as well. So when you know they're there and they're giving you that knowing and they're helping you in life, just ask them, to keep helping and keep giving you that love, and then thank them for all of that they're around you and supporting and loving.
Yes.
And certainly, I am sending you blessings for your trip.
Thanks. I have a question for you. You had said Susan, you asked her if she knew an Alice. I have an Aunt Alice who just passed about 9 months ago.
Absolutely. I knew it was somebody on the call. So Alice is not a common name anymore. It used to.
And when you said Alice, I was like, oh my gosh, and here's the crazy. We're in Iowa, and that's where she's from. We're in Iowa, and I'm passing the Des Moines. When you said it, I just drove under the Des Moines, Iowa sign, and that's where she lived. And when you said, does anyone know an Alice? I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy.
That is wonderful. Well, this is how spirit works. And it's just not me as a medium. I love getting people to understand that spirit is with you all along your travels, when you're at home, when you're at work, and they want you to know these signs are there. We just have to realize what's coming through and thank them So I'm thanking all of you for bringing in your spirit loved ones. I'm thanking your Aunt Alice there for letting
Yeah, how funny is that? Because Alice is not a common name. It's not like a Mary or, you know what I mean, like Marie or whatever.
Absolutely.
And when you said, does anyone know an Alice? I'm like, oh my gosh, that was so funny. I was like, died. Well, thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
Absolutely. I look forward to talking with you all in the future, and certainly safe travels.
Canceled him. Well, they
All
didn't
right.
cancel it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, this is
What do
Carrie
we do,
Ann,
Miss Carrie?
Best Live TV, and we want to thank Amanda for coming on today, and thank you for all of our guests. And until next time, stay beautiful, love yourself, and be kind. Carrie Ann, out.